Hi, I'm just practicing my fairy ballet. My name is Fairy Floss because I love to dance. And welcome to the fairy garden. Today we are doing my favorite type of dancing, fairy ballet. Maybe you'd like to do some fairy ballet with me. But before we do our fairy ballet, we need to warm up our bodies. Let's all warm up together. All right, feet together, ready to do some jumping? Follow along with me. Here we go. And fast fairy feet. Fast as you can. Jumping side to side. And star jumps. Perfect. Now you're going to warm up from your head all the way down to your toes. Follow me. And side to side. Circling your hips. Other way. And bending your knees. Okay, now stretching over one leg just as far as you can. And big stretch over to the other leg. Whew! I don't know about you, but I think I'm ready to go. Follow me. Now we've done our warm-up, let's practice our fairy toes and our fairy hands. Now, when you point your toes up to the roof like this, these are your troll toes. So, let's see if you can point them down to the floor, nice and straight, keeping your legs flat against the floor. These are your fairy toes. Can I see your fairy toes? Beautiful. Now, when you scrunch your hands up like this, these are your troll hands. But when you move your hands nice and soft, like they're floating through the air, these are your fairy hands. Can you show me your fairy hands? Beautiful. Now, show me your troll toes and then your fairy toes. Ready? Troll toes and fairy toes. Troll toes, fairy toes. Troll toes, fairy toes. Troll toes, fairy toes. Troll toes, fairy toes. And troll toes and fairy toes. Wonderful. Now show me your scrunched up troll hands and show me your beautiful soft fairy hands like they're floating through the air. Can you show me your troll hands and your fairy hands? Ready? And fairy hands and troll hands. Fairy hands, troll hands, and fairy hands, and troll hands, and fairy hands. I'd love for you to do some fairy ballet with me. I've got my fairy ballet shoes on. Maybe you'd like to put your ballet shoes on too. Now, the first thing we're going to do is point our fairy toes. So, we're going to turn one foot out to the side, and then the other foot out to the side, just like this, and bring our hands up like we're holding a big basket. Remember your nice, soft fairy arms. Point one toe out to the front with your beautiful fairy toes. Remember, we don't want our troll toes. We want beautiful, pointed, straight fairy toes. Wonderful. Bring it back to the middle. Then we're going to do the other foot. Point and bring it back in. Now, out to the sides. 1, and other side, 2. And now to the back. 1 and 2. Careful you don't fall over. And 2 more to the front. 1 and 2. Perfect. Now you're going to sprinkle your fairy magic. Take your arms out to the side and bring them up in a big circle. As you come down, you're going to wiggle your fairy fingers like you're sprinkling your magic all around. Let's practice again. Bring them out. Do a big circle and sprinkle your fairy magic all around. Let's try a little bit faster. Bend and sprinkle your fairy magic. And again, bend and sprinkle your fairy magic. Now, let's put them all together. First, you did your fairy toes and then sprinkled your fairy magic. Let's try our toes. Ready? Arms up, pointing one toe and other toe. Now out to the side. One toe and the other toe and to the back and to the front one more time. And now we're going to sprinkle our fairy magic. Arms out, we bend and straighten and sprinkle your fingers and bend and straighten and sprinkle your fairy magic. Something else that I love to do in fairyland is hop over my fairy stones. Let's see if you can hop over some fairy stones too. We're going to jump over to one side, do a little step and back down. Then we're going to jump to the other side, jump, do a little step and back down. One more time, jump, step, step. Then you're going to do one big leap, keeping your arms and your legs nice and straight. Remember to point your fairy toes. Ready? Leaping to the side. Leap and land. Great. Let's try that all again. Jumping to one side. And step, step. Then we jump, step, step. Jump, step, step. And one big leap over the fairy stones. Let's try on the other side. One leap and a step, step, jump, step, step, jump, step, step, and one big leap over this way, keeping our toes and our arms straight. Big leap and down. Great. Let's put it all together. One jump this side, jump, step, step. Remember your nice, soft fairy arms, and one big leap. Other side, jump, step, step, jump, step, step, jump, step, step, one big leap, and down. So, the first thing we did was pointed our fairy toes, then sprinkled your fairy magic, then jumped over the fairy stones. Let's put it all together. Ready? And pointing our toes, out to the front, out to the side. Keep those toes straight. Wonderful. To the back. And 2 more to the front. Great job. Now you're going to sprinkle your fairy magic and wiggle your fingers and down, up, wiggle your fingers. Now hop over your fairy stones, over to this side. Jump, step, step, nice soft arms. Jump, step, step, and leap. Other side. Jump, step, step, jump, step, step, jump, step, step, and one big leap. Fairies love to make wishes on shooting stars. Maybe you've seen a shooting star, and maybe you've made a wish too. Let's see if we can reach for the stars together. You're going to reach up as high as you can. Wiggle your fairy fingers. Now, here's the tricky part. You're going to lift off your back foot, reach a little bit further, and back down. Great. You might be a little bit wobbly. And back down. Now we're going to reach to the other side. Reach up as high as you can. Take that back foot off. Wiggle your fairy fingers. And back down. Let's try again. Reach. And make sure you're pointing your fairy toes. Other side. And reach. And up. Wonderful. Something else that we love to do in Fairyland is we love to dance through the flowers. But we need to be very, very careful that we don't squash them. So, can you rise up onto your fairy toes and tiptoe nice and lightly so that you don't squash any flowers? Perfect. Put your hands up above your head. Rise up onto your fairy toes. We're going to tiptoe through the flowers over to this side. Ready? Rising up and nice tiptoes. Now, spin around in a circle. Stay up on your toes. Now, we're going to go the other way. Up on your toes and tiptoe, 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 nice and gently. Spin around and back down. Let's see if you can put it all together. Up onto your toes and tiptoe. Spin around. Other way, tiptoe. And spin around. My favorite thing to do when I'm fairy dancing is to fly like I'm flying through Fairyland. Can you flap your wings up like this and down, up and down? Wonderful. Let's see if you can hop from side to side. Let's step and hop. And as you hop, you're going to bring your arms up and flap your wings. Ready? Step and hop. Great job. Let's try the other side. Step and hop. Again, step and hop. And step and hop. That's looking so fairy-tastic that I think you're ready to put it all together. First, let's reach for the stars. Then, tiptoe through the flowers. Then, fly through Fairyland. Ready? To reach for the stars. Step and reach. Step and reach. Keep those fairy toes pointed. And step and reach. Tiptoe up on your toes. Nice and gentle this way. Turning around. And other way. And turn around. Now flying. Ready? Step and flap your wings. Other side. And step. Flap your wings. Step. Flap your wings. I think you're ready to put all of it together. Let's point our fairy toes, sprinkle our magic, and then hop over our fairy stones. And sprinkle your magic. And hopping over the fairy stones. Now, reach for the stars, tiptoe through the tulips, and fly through Fairyland. Up on your toes. Ready to fly? Big leap. Now fly around the fairy garden. landing on our mushrooms. You've done such a wonderful job fairy dancing today. Now, let's cool down our bodies. After we dance, it's very important to stretch out all of our muscles. So, start with your feet together. We're going to do a butterfly stretch. Hold your hands on your ankles and let your knees drop down to the floor like butterfly wings. Now, nice and gently, just as low as you can, reach forward towards your toes. And back up. You should feel a nice, gentle stretch. And back down. And up. One more time. Down. And up. Leave one leg where it is and slide the other leg out along the floor. Press your knee into the ground so your leg is nice and flat. Reach your fairy hands up as high as you can towards the sky. Wiggle your fairy fingers. And now reach over to your fairy toe as far as you can. Beautiful. Reaching up again. Wiggle your fairy fingers. And reach over towards your fairy toe. Beautiful. One more time. Reaching up. Nice and high. And reaching over towards your fairy toe. Let's do the other side. Bring that foot back into the middle and slide the other leg out along the floor, pressing your knee into the ground and reaching your hands up as high as you can. And reach those hands over to your fairy toe. And up nice and high to the sky. And over towards your fairy toe. And up nice and high one more time. Reaching over towards your fairy toe. Beautiful. Now you can cross your legs and it's time to stretch your fairy wings. Stretch one arm up, over to the side, up as high as you can, and stretch the other arm up as high as you can to the sky. One more time. Stretch one arm up. And stretch the other arm. And bring it back down to the floor. Thank you so much for dancing some fairy ballet with me today. I had such a very fantastic time. I'll see you next time to learn our fairy ABCs. See you there.